gang from Hamilton, New Jersey. Medio DeMarco, Paul Galetta, Newt Donio, and Mike Donio. Tour groups, all kinds of people from the Delaware Valley here for this exciting weekend.
Trying to get some lights turned out, I think, in the press box area. Those floodlights they turn on. I guess they can, a fielder could lose a ball in those.
One of the networks lights are on, and now they turn them off, and we are set for baseball after a long delay. Better than 3 hours. First pitch of the ball game. Wide. 1-0 to Pete Rose. Nothing to Pete Rose. Phillies have been playing well on the road. 20 of their last 26 the Phils have won on the road. Hit on a line, but speared by Rodney Scott. Rose hit a bullet, but caught by Scott. That's 1 down. That'll bring up Bake McBride.
Scott almost slipped. In fact, he did slip and fall, but he stayed with the catch here. Slick infield.
Here's Bake McBride. He's batting .306. Not many of the Philly hitters have had much success off Rogers this year. Bake is one of them. He is 4 for 9 with 5 runs batted in off Rogers. 1-0 to McBride with 1 down. Balls and a strike to Bake McBride. On the inside corner, it's 2-2. The foot of Bruce Fleming. That has to hurt on any day, but especially on this very cold day. Shake it off, Bruce. Two and two to McBride with 1 down. Full count to Bake McBride. Bake fouls it back up and out of play. It's still 3-2 to McBride. Stays alive with another foul ball. He walked him. So Bakes a base runner with 1 out. That'll bring up Mike Schmidt. Schmidt batting .284, leads the majors in homers 47, leads the National League in runs batted in 119. Knocked in both runs in the Phillies' 2-1 win last night. Schmidt's had just 1 hit and 11 at bats off Rogers. Nothing to Schmidt. Top half of the first inning. Ball game just underway. To Mike Schmidt. Two balls and a strike. Top half of the first inning. McBride first base, 1 out. Three and one.
To see Rogers go through a lot of contortions, grimaces out there.
Yep. Walked him. 2 straight walks given up by Rogers. So the Phillies have 2 men on base with 1 out. And trotting out to talk to Rogers is Kalen Cisco, pitching coach.
Greg Luzinski, a real key for the Phillies in almost any ball game. He had admittedly, and he did have a bad game last night. He had some pretty good cuts. Couldn't seem to get good wood on the ball. But he is in there, and I believe he's ready.
Grounded foul, sharply hit, but foul down the third base side. 1 strike to Luzinski. Luzinski off Rogers, 2 hits and 13 at bats, 1 of them a home run. McBride at second, Schmidt at first, 1 out. Top half of the first inning. Good block by Carter. 1 ball and 1 strike to Greg Luzinski. There's Bake McBride at second. He walked. Mike Schmidt at first. He walked. 1 out. He had a cut, fouled it straight back, and Rogers has the jump on Luzinski. 1 and 2. Checked his swing, a foul back, still a ball and 2 strikes to Greg Luzinski. Miss with a breaking ball. It's 2-2. Top half of the first inning. Game delayed over 3 hours because of rain. Gets away from Carter. McBride moves up to third. Schmidt holds at first. Wild pitch on Steve Rogers, and the Phillies have runners at first and third.
It's a good block here by Carter. He got in front of the ball and bounced off his protector. That's about all he could do. That's a hard pitch to pick clean. Schmidt holding and McBride going.
3-2 with 1 out. Schmidt at first, McBride at third. Schmidt running?
No.
Foul back, still 3-2.
I like the bold swings at this time of bat. He's had about 3 good cuts. A couple of those pitches were outside corner, and he did have the good part of the bat on the ball.
Struck him out. Foul tip, strikeout. Pitch was high. Luzinski checked his swing, but the ball hit his bat and tipped into Carter's glove. 2 down. And that'll bring up Del Unser, who's hitting .257.
Bull a little anxious. Tried to hold on that high pitch and just ticked the bat. That was a break for Rogers.
So 2 outs. Philly runners at the corners, top half of the first inning. One and nothing to Unser. He's high with a fastball. 2-0. Rogers unusually wild here in this first inning.
Talking to himself. I do that a lot.
That's hit in the air to left center field. White is there. Makes the catch, slips and falls. That's the kind of day it's going to be. Rogers gets out of the first inning. No runs, hits, or errors. 2 left after 1/2. Phil's nothing. Montreal coming to bat. Schmidt. In the Phillies outfield, left fielder Greg Luzinski. Center field Del Unser. Bake, McBride, and Wright. Keith Moreland doing the catching for Larry Christensen. Christensen starting his 14th game this year. 5 wins, 1 loss. His ERA 4.10. He is 1-0 this year against Montreal. Lifetime, he's 11-5 against the Expos. Phillies failing in the top half. We saw an example of what fielders are going to have to put up with. A very wet AstroTurf. 2 Expos fielded, or rather fell while fielding balls. Rodney Scott at second and Jerry White in left field. They both stayed with him to make the grabs, but footing is going to be very tough out there tonight. Here's Jerry White. White batting .257, switch hitter. One and nothing to White. Ball on a strike to Jerry White. wide with it. It's 2-1. White fouls it back out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jerry White. That's back to the screen. It's still 2-2 to him. Bottom half of the first inning. White skies it in the air down the left field line. Larry Boa is there. And Boa squeezes it. 1 down. That'll bring up Rodney Scott. Scott's batting .220. He's hitting .289 right-handed, .201 left-handed. Suppose the Phillies can get through the day without walking this fella?
Hope so.
One strike to him. Our Coca-Cola trivia question of the afternoon. Who holds the Expos record? What pitcher fouled out of play 2 strikes for the most innings pitched in a season? Two strikes to Rodney Scott. Missed a little bit low. 1-2. Just missed. Christensen thought it was there. 2-2. Back through the middle. Great grab trio. His throw wide. It gets by Rose and into the dugout. So Scott is at second base. Probably be a hit and an error. Trio couldn't get anything on the throw.
Sure, that's how they'll score it. Manny had a shot at him if he could have made an accurate throw. Off balance and pulling Pete Rose way off the bag. Pete having a little trouble getting his feet going there. Hit and an error.
Well, they haven't posted error yet, but it's got to be, I would think, a hit and an error. Yeah, it is a hit and an error. So Scott at second base with 1 out for Roland Office.
To watch Scott, too. He'll run any chance he can get.
Yeah, he will steal third base. He's stolen 62 bases. 1 strike to Roland Office. Pickoff fly goes into center field, and Scott will end up at third base. So it'll be an error on Christensen.
Good play, and the timing was good, and I'll tell you, they might have had him out if the ball had been up. 2 errors here in the first inning, and Christensen in a little trouble. The infield is back right now. I'll be surprised, though, if they don't come up.
1 strike to Roland Office with Scott now at third base, and the infield is coming in. Pops a foul out of play. Christensen in front of Office, 0-2. Rodney Scott at third, 1 down. Ball and 2 strikes to Roland Office.
They could try to strike him out now with a breaking ball.
Bounces a foul. Still 1-2. Two and two. Hard, a rope, but foul. That baby's skittering around the wall area all the way out to center field, where Del Unser is chasing it down. Two and two to Roland Office. Herm Sturrett, Dallas Green, Bobby Wine, and Lee Ely looking on. Pop foul out of play. Still 2 and 2. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Phillies failed in the top half. Expos have Scott at third with 1 out. Nice grab. Manny Trio holds Scott, throws out off as Scott trying to score, and he is out at home plate. Scott never got the plate. Double play, and down go the Expos. A daring move by Rodney Scott, but he is nailed. 4-3-2 if you score on the double play. No runs, 1 hit. 2 Philly errors, none left. After 1, 0-0. Moreland leads off for the Phillies here in the second. Keith batting .323. He's hit 4 homers. 2 of them have come here at Olympic Stadium. Moreland 5 hits and 11 at bats off Expos pitching. 2 of those 5 hits home runs. 1 of them a grand slam. Two and nothing to Moreland. 0-0 ball game. We're in the second. Moreland hits it in the air to center field. Andre Dawson is there. He makes the catch, and Keith is out, 1 down. Our Coca-Cola trivia question of the afternoon. Who holds the Expos record for most innings pitched in a season? Here's Manny Trio. He's batting .293.
A guess.
All right.
Carl Morton.
It's a good guess. Carl Morton had some good years up here after coming over from Atlanta. Trio ground ball shortstop. Chris Spire has it, throws, and Trio is out. That's 2 down. That'll bring up Larry Boa. But the answer is the guy you're looking at.
I thought about him, but I figured it's too obvious.
Too obvious. I never go with the obvious. 302 innings for Steve Rogers in a season. 2 outs. Larry Boa batting .267. I'd have to think this type of weather would be in favor of the pitcher.
Keeps him strong.
Dribbled right out between the mound and the plate. Nice play by Carter. Gets Boa and the Phillies down in order in the second. No runs, hits, or errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's a 0-0 game. Fans, Phillies season tickets are one of the best sports buys in the city. If you are one of the Phillies present season ticket holders and would like to join the list, just write to the Phils for the free color brochure that will be ready sometime in November. Send your letter to Phillies season tickets, Box 7575, Philadelphia 19101. The Phils have 9 season ticket plans available. including one that's just right for you. Andre Dawson leads off for the Expos here in the second, batting .309. He's hit Christensen well, 3 hits in 5 tries, including a home run. One strike to Andre Dawson. See, Rich, that Bill Buckner has taken over the leadership and batting in the National League by 2 points over Gary Templeton.
And he was 3 for 5 today.
Was he?
With a home run.
0-2.
I know that Hernandez got a home run in that game. I believe it was against the Mets. But yeah, I think Buckner's got it locked up now. Somebody really has a big day tomorrow.
Unless Templeton goes 5 for 5 or something like that. Check swing. Let's see it.
Well, this is one of those half swings again. I believe he did cross the plane in that strike zone, but they didn't call it.
2-2 to Andre Dawson. Lined into right field for a base hit. So Andre Dawson gets the Expos' second hit off Christensen. He's at first base, nobody out for Gary Carter. Carter's batting .270, 29 homers, knocked in 101 runs. His worn-out Phillies pitching, hitting .404 against the Phils with 5 homers this year. Dawson will run. He's stolen 33 bases. He has been caught 8 times. There he goes on the first pitch. Moreland's throw. They got it. No. Yes, they did. No, he held out of the bag. Safe at second base is Dawson.
Right, he slid in. Here it is again. He went by the bag, but Trio could not. Good play down there. Trio getting the low throw. Trio could not tag him before he got back. It'll be a stolen base.
Dawson's 34th, so he's at second base. It's 1 strike to count to Gary Carter. 0-2 to Carter. Nothing ball game, bottom half of the second inning. Ball and 2 strikes. This low, it's 2-2. Just a little bit inside, a full count. Still 3-2 to Carter. Dawson second base, nobody out. So the Expos have their first 2 men on base here in the second. That'll bring up Warren Cromartie. Crow batting .292. Watching Phillies baseball here on WPHL TV, Channel 17 in Philadelphia. 0-0 ball game, bottom of the second. Expos with a threat. Hit foul down the left field side. 1 strike to Cromartie. And 2 to Cromartie. Ball and 2 strikes. Boa reminding Christensen to keep an eye on Andre Dawson. Dawson had started off second base and he stopped. Ball and 2 strikes to Warren Cromartie. Pops a foul out of play. And it's still 2-2 to Warren Cromartie. Hit in the air to right field. Bake McBride right there. Cromartie is out. The runners will have to hold. That's 1 down. That'll bring up Larry Parrish. He's batting .255. One out. Dawson at second. Carter at first. Nothing ball game, second inning. Game delayed more than 3 hours because of rain. One strike to Parrish. To Larry Parrish. Parrish skies one into shallow left center field. Coming hard is Unser. Nobody can get it. Everybody moving up 1 base. So a looping single into shallow left center field, and the bases are loaded with Expos with 1 out.
That ball was up in the air too long. Somebody should have caught it. I guess it probably should have been Unser. Got a long run. Didn't come close to the ball. That should have been an out.
But it's a hit, and the bases are loaded with one out for the hot-hitting Chris Spire. Spire batting .266. Phillies had a tough time getting him out of Veterans Stadium. Having a tough time getting him out here. They hit last night. Bases loaded. One down. Second inning of a 0-0 game. Hit to short, might be a double play. 3-0-1. Relay, yes. Get the double play and get out of the inning. Spire grounds into a twin killing. So the Phillies biting the bullet again. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. After 2, 0-0. Well, we move to the third inning of a 0-0 ball game. Larry Christensen will lead off for the Phils. LC batting .353. He's had 1 home run. It came with the dome off Joe Niekro. He's knocked in 4 runs. Christensen has been able to get out of a couple of big jams. Third base, 1 out. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1-0 to Larry Christensen. Rogers was in a first inning jam. First and third, 1 out. He got out of that. Ball and a strike to Larry Christensen. It's beginning to rain out here. Oh, me. Had 3 hours of rain delays, and now the rains are coming down again.
One thing about it, if they hold off a little while, it'll turn to snow. Don't have to worry about the rain.
2-2 to Larry Christensen. So the rains are with us again. Full count to Christensen. There he pops a foul out of play. It's still 3-2. There you see the rain. It's coming down pretty good right now. Christensen grounds a foul down the third base side. Yeah, not the most ideal playing conditions here. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Rogers. That's 1 down in the third. And that'll bring up Pete Rose. He lined out to Rodney Scott his first time up. Umpires are really under the gun in a situation like this. At the Eastern Division title at stake. Rose hits one to left field. White is there. Pete is out, 2 down. And that'll bring on Bake McBride, who walked his first time up. Third inning of a 0-0 ball game. One strike to McBride. Good breaking ball. Rogers in front of Bake, 0-2. ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Two and 2. That's hit to first baseman Cromartie. Crow will make the race to the bag. Not in time. Bake beats it out. Cromartie electing to make the race to the bag. Should have gone to Rogers, and McBride beats it out.
Bake got away from home plate very well, and Cromartie had to retreat a little bit there. See Rogers bailing out, and Bake did beat him by a fraction of a step.
Mike Schmidt.
So McBride an infield single with 2 outs. Phillies' first hit off Steve Rogers. Mike Schmidt walked his first time up. Low breaking ball, 1-0. Plate umpire Bruce Fremming will have to check every ball that bounces up there because that track is muddy down there. Line drive, deep left center field, off the top of the fence. Fake McBride being waved around. Spire has a great gun, and he'll be out by 10 feet. Expos played it perfectly. Dawson playing the carom high off the left center field fence, and McBride had no prayer. It goes Dawson to Spire to Carter, and the Phillies down in the 3rd. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 0-0. Steve Rogers leads off for the Expos here in the 3rd. Rogers batting .169. We're playing in a steady rain here at Olympic Stadium. That play is going to continue. Had a 3-hour rain delay at the outset. Nothing, bottom half of the 3rd. One and nothing to Steve Rogers. Two and 0 to him. Nothing to the pitcher Steve Rogers. Christensen normally excellent control. Walked him on 4 pitches. Second walk given up by Christensen, and that'll bring on Jerry White. Popped up to Boa his first time up.
I think with this rain coming down, Dick Williams, there's Dallas Green there. Dick Williams will probably go to the sacrifice bunt.
Expos looking for it. 1-0 the count to Jerry White. He was around a bunt, took the pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. Stick Williams. He drops the bunt foul. Ball and 2 strikes to White. Now, with the rain coming down, I cannot believe, though, the enormity of this game, that they would allow it to be a rain-shortened official 5 or 5.5 or 6 inning contest.
If it rains and rains all night, what can you do?
That is true. But it's raining right now. Christensen throws it away, and Rogers is going to end up at third base. So the Phillies are coming unglued here in this game. That's the 3rd error. Rogers not likely to be going anywhere, and Christensen threw over to first base. Throwing error on Christensen.
Larry's 2nd throwing error, and with the as hard as it is to move, you might use a little better judgment on those pickoff plays, especially when a pitcher is there. Rogers making 3rd easily.
So Rogers at third base with nobody out. Ball and 2 strikes to Jerry White.
The infield is coming up about halfway. You can do that with a pitcher running. You don't have to bring him in all the way.
That's hit well to right field. Out of here. Home run, Jerry White. And the Expos take a 2-0 lead. White's 6th home run of the year.
First time that Montreal has been ahead in this series, and the fans are reacting. Jerry White hurt the Phillies in that last weekend series. He hit a fastball right down the heart of the plate, I believe, where it was.
So White has put Montreal on top 2-0 here in the 3rd. That'll bring on Rodney Scott. He singled his first time up. One strike to Rodney Scott. Strike to Scott. Phillies are going to quickly get some bullpen activity. Kevin Sauché is going to get up, as is Dickie Knowles. Ball and 2 strikes to Scott. There's Sauché and Knowles. 2-2. Expos lead at 2-0, 3rd inning. That'll be a base hit for Rodney Scott. His 2nd hit of the ball game. And Montreal had his hit number 5 off Christensen. So Scott, who can fly at first base, and Herm Starrett comes out of the Phillies dugout. Still nobody out here in the 3rd.
There you see Dickie Knowles and Kevin Sauché. expect a lot of people to hurt you on this Montreal in this Montreal lineup, but you don't expect that much out of Jerry White and Steve Rogers scoring a run.
Roland Office grounded into what turned into a double play his first time up on a sharply hit ball at Manny Trio. Got the out at first, and then Scott tried to score, and he was thrown out. Rodney's stolen 62 bases. Nothing to Roland Office. Tap towards second base. Manny Trio tagged Scott, throws out Office, double play, and I mean Trio really tagged him. So Manny gets the twin killing.
Well, that takes a little of the pressure off Christensen. That's right. Manny straight-armed him out of the way. They might have called a double play on interference there, whether Trio completed it or not, because Scott did go into him pretty hard.
2 outs, no base runners. Andre Dawson, the batter. He singled his first time up. 1-0 to Dawson. Expos leading 2-0 on Jerry White's 2-run homer. Dawson pops a foul back out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Andre Dawson. Just missed inside, 2-1. Two and 2 to Dawson. Good breaking ball by Christensen. He struck him out. Dawson knew it. First strikeout for Christensen. Montreal takes the lead with 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Philly error. Nobody left. Andy Musser will be coming along at the end of 3. It's 2-0 Montreal.
Can't get it. It's off his glove, and Luzinski has a hit. Greg Luzinski singles to start the Phillies' 4th inning.
Spire has not. Here it is again. Greg hit it off the end of the bat a little bit. Spire was playing him over towards the hole, got leather on it, but just slowed the ball. Rogers has not given up a run yet, but Andy, I don't think this is the Steve Rogers we saw last Sunday in terms of his velocity anyway.
Well, I'd agree with you, Whitey, as Del Unser digs in, and also, of course, the conditions here today would certainly indicate that some runs are going to be scored. Unser flied out to left field. Unser takes a strike. Didn't miss by much. 1 ball and 1 strike. Luzinski at first, nobody out. First time the Phillies have had their leadoff man on. A pop-up, but it'll be foul and out of play. Gary Carter has caught every game for the Expos since late in August. He hasn't missed a turn behind the plate. Carter said if it hadn't been for the Expos being in the race, he certainly would have taken some time off because he is dog tired. Another close pitch, 2-2. Carter says he fully sympathizes with the position that John Bench is taking these days. Bench not wanting to catch more than a couple of days a week next year, but that's going to be a tough thing for the Reds to be able to work out. And a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Unser. Rogers will stalk around a little bit on this one.
I believe Lazinski will be going no matter that the Phillies are 2 runs back. Unser usually gets his bat on the ball. Whoops.
Well, and a good thing he was not. Lazinski was holding his ground, and Unser strikes out. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Rogers.
Pitch, I think, a little high out of the strike zone. Dell tipped it, but Carter held on.
Moreland flied to center field. Two runs and 5 hits for Montreal. No runs, 3 hits for the Phillies.
Two best pitches right there that he's thrown all day. Both good sinker balls.
Lazinski at first base. There's 1 out. Phil's batting in the 4th inning. Moreland sends a roller to Spire. They get Lazinski, and that's all. Moreland safe on the fielder's choice. He just reached down and kind of punked that ball toward shortstop. Moreland at first on the fielder's choice. 2 down. Here's Manny Trio. Manny grounded out to Spire. Last 15 ball games, Manny's been hitting at a .327 clip. Manny had that long dry spell there for about 2 weeks that's going to cost him a .300 season. He was batting over .300 almost all year. Bouncing foul, strike 1. Two to nothing, Montreal, 4th inning. Jerry White ripped a pitch out of here to right field with a man on. Breaking ball misses. Another breaking ball, 2-1. Rogers goes through more gyrations on the mound than about anybody you'll watch. Takes deep breaths, sucks in air. There he is. Fleming is not giving either pitcher that low pitch today. Three balls and 1 strike on Trio. Cakes have just been delivered to the booth. You don't expect that in Montreal, but here they are.
Sent up by Richie Riley, Westmont, New Jersey. Crimpets and buttered cream cakes.
That really makes us feel at home. Gary Carter walking toward the plate. Carter drew a base on balls his first trip up. Christensen has walked 2 today, and one of them hurt him because he walked Rogers ahead of the home run by White. 2-0 Montreal. Didn't know we'd be playing a night game this day, did you? Here it is, about almost 20 of 7, and we're in the 4th inning. Gary Carter, the player of the month. September. Probably going to be the player of the year for Montreal. Andre Dawson's got to get a lot of consideration too. Christensen has given up 5 hits. He has committed 2 errors. The Phillies have erred 3 times, and Larry with a pair of throwing errors.
I think Larry's having a little trouble with the footing and with the ball. The ball on a cold day, a little tougher to get a good grip on it.
To Gary Carter leading off the inning. He'll be followed by Cromartie and Parrish. Expos have had hits in every inning. Here's a shot to left, but that ball is foul. Carter rode a couple of them out of here foul last night in the first inning off Dick Ruthven. Two balls and 2 strikes on Carter. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Christensen, and consecutive strikeouts at that.
Expos have been laying off this slider low and away, but Carter chased this one, dropping low and outside.
LC struck out Dawson to end the 3rd, gets Carter to start the 4th. Here's Warren Cromartie. He lined out to right. Here's a ball hit in the air to right field. Bake has it lined up. Out number 2 on 1 pitch. Sometimes it's so easy. And sometimes it takes about a dozen pitches, like it did for Ruthven to get Carter last night in the 1st. Larry Parrish, he hit a pop-up into shallow center field that should have been caught by somebody, but wasn't, and he got a Texas League single. 2 out, bases empty. Parrish batting at .257. Parrish, a very likable guy who has battled back to become a fan favorite here. There was a time when the crowd was all over him for a couple of years, but he's put together 2 good seasons. 2-1. Larry really is a nice guy too. Well, this Larry is as well. Two and two. The Yankees wrapped up the Eastern Division title of the American League with their win this afternoon. We'll have highlights on the post-game show with Bob Bradley.
What's happening in the Dodger-Houston game?
2-1 Houston, and last I heard they were in the 6th inning. Garvey had a home run for the Dodgers. Barry strikes out. Retired in order are the Expos in the 4th. We go to the 5th. 2-0 Montreal. Group. If you haven't experienced a group outing at beautiful Veterans Stadium, why not write to the Phillies for information? A full-color group brochure will be available sometime in November. Write to Phillies Group Sales, Post Office Box 7575, Philadelphia 19101. Boa was out on a nubber. Carter to Cromartie in his first at bat. Larry hitting at .266. The report from Dodger Stadium is that the Dodgers lead the Astros 2-1, and they're in the 6th inning. 2-1 Los Angeles. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rogers has held the Phillies to 3 hits. One of them was a double by Schmidt, but the Expos got an out at the plate on that one. balls and 1 strike on Boa. Boa was going to look at that one. Rogers got it over. A full count to Larry, leading off the 5th. Larry is aboard. That's the 3rd walk handed out by Rogers. We're being told that the Houston-Los Angeles game is in the top of the 9th. Is the score the same? 2-1. Okay. 2-1, top of the 9th. We'll have highlights of that game following our game as well with Bob Bradley. Here's Christensen, strikeout victim. That's a strike. Expos expecting a bunt out of LC. Phillies down by 2 runs, but they'll try to get at least one of them back here. And a punch shot through on the right side. It's a base hit. Sliding is Office. Bo is going to head for 3rd. Here's the throw. He's safe. Oh, baby, was that close. Phillies at 1st and 3rd, and Bo is hurt.
Bo was going to hold at 2nd. This is a check swing base hit. Larry just kind of stuck his bat out there, and whoops, there it goes. Office sliding here and going down. Boa had stopped there at 2nd. Picks up speed again. This was a very close play. I guess it wasn't that close after all. Boa hit that bag so hard it hurt his leg a little bit. But the Phils have a chance here to get on the board. Nobody out, and the infield will stay back.
First and 3rd with nobody out on the top of the batting order. Pete Rose. I think Larry's all right. He did jam into that bag pretty hard, and he's still trying to massage his leg. It's got to hurt.
Yeah, he's all right. You'll never get him out of there now.
Christensen at 1st, and he's got the warm-up jacket on. Very, very raw day here in Montreal. Christensen getting his 7th hit of the year. Rose rips it into left field. It's in for a base hit. Boa will score. It's a 2-1 ball game. Christensen to 2nd base. Phillies got one of them back, and still nobody out in the inning. Pete Rose with his 64th run driven in.
He hitting a slider here, I believe it is. It's what it was. Boa scoring easily, and of course Christensen has to stop at 3rd. Dick Williams, or Galen Cisco it is, the pitching coach for Montreal, is headed towards the mound. They have, I believe that's Elias Sosa out there warming up. Sosa never gets up this early, but Dick Williams doesn't have that many games left, that many innings left. Going to be interesting to see what Bake McBride does here with runners on 1st and 2nd, nobody out. There's Sosa.
Well, you're right about the fact that managers have to play it a little bit differently here on a day like this than you do in a mid-season ball game.
I think McBride will be hitting. I don't think he'll be bunting here. Schmidt's coming up next. If he would bunt and successfully move the runners, leaves a base open, and I think the Phillies would like to have Schmidt hit instead of get the intentional walk.
Bake has been on twice with a walk and an infield hit, which he beat out when Cromartie probably could have gotten him at the bag had he tossed to Rogers covering. Still nobody out in the inning. Phillies have gotten one of the runs back. It's 2-1 Montreal. Hits all even, 5 per side. Bouncer off the plate to third. They're going to let it roll, and it stays fair and safe at third base. Phillies get a big break.
Don't believe it.
I don't believe it. That is true. That ball looked like it was going foul. It must have hit something. It went back fair. You don't expect that on an AstroTurf surface.
That's right. It looked like it was going to roll foul. Bake topped it. Parrish was going to let it roll foul. See the ball, it hit on the line and came back.
Wow.
What happened? Parrish tried to get to the bag, but Christensen beat him.
Wow, that was close too.
That's right, he did come off and then got back before it could be tagged. Unbelievable.
So the bases are loaded. And here is Mike Schmidt, nobody out in the inning with the bases loaded. That was an unbelievable play. Schmidt has walked and doubled. Rogers will work from a stretch. Phillies could bust it wide open right here. They're trailing by a run, but they could lead by a bunch if this inning turns out to be something.
Rogers just made a perfect pitch on Schmidt. Slider must have just got the outside corner.
Bouncing foul. 0-2 on Schmidt. Mike's been coming up with key hits right along. He has 6 game-winning RBIs since the 1st of September.
Rogers has him in a hole, 0-2. He can afford to nibble a little bit.
Oh, and he got him. He nibbled and got him.
Another outside corner pitch. Ball tailed in a little bit. That's right where Carter had his mitt. Oh, it's up to the bowl.
That is the first out of the inning. Here's Greg Luzinski. Greg struck out on a check swing and got a hit off Spire's glove. Bases loaded, 1 out. Solid shot, Spire. Double play, and the Expos get a break. Luzinski hits the ball as hard as he has in a long time, and the Expos get a double play. What a disappointment. Phillies in the 5th inning get 1 run back, 3 hits, 2 men left on base. We're in the middle of the 5th, 2-1 Montreal. Well, the Phillies have 3 double plays in this ball game, and the Expos just pulled one off that really hurt. A wicked line drive hit by Schmidt. But Spire speared it and turned it into an inning-ending double play. That hurt. So it's a 2-1 game, Whitey.
And the Dodgers won their game 2-1 over Houston, so they're a game back now. They play Houston tomorrow. That's not settled yet.
That's right. If the Dodgers would win again tomorrow, then they would be tied, and they would play again in Los Angeles on Monday in the playoff game. Oh, come on. We've been telling you how cold it is here. And I want to tell you, this guy is defying everything. Chris Spire will lead off the 5th inning for the Expos. Montreal leading at 2-1. Spire hit into a double play that ended the 2nd inning for Montreal. They had the bases loaded at the time. We have had a series of unusual things happen in this ball game. Hit to Del Unser in center field. And that's 1 down.
Been a lot of breaks in the game. On really, both teams have had some pretty good breaks. A ball that Luzinski just crushed right at Spire. Then, of course, Christensen with a check swing single. Actually, that set up the first Phillies run. Bake McBride's swinging bunt was a break.
Here's Rogers, who walked on 4 pitches and then scored when White homered. Bouncing ball that Schmidt cuts off, and Rogers will be easily retired at first base. So a couple of pitches and a couple of outs here in the 5th inning, and here's the Expo hero, Jerry White. He's popped out and he's hit a 2-run homer. Got to remember now that the Expos are playing these games without 2 of their regulars. White is filling in for Ron LaFleur, the left fielder, and Roland Office is playing for Alice Valentine, the right fielder. That was home run number 6 for Jerry White. I guess we ought to mention, even though there's no weather problem at the moment, but this now is an official ball game. We were told, of course, that every effort would be made to play 9 innings. Nobody wants to be the losing team in a game like this when you don't have all of your at-bats.
I think the rains have stopped.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to see up here for some reason, whether it's raining or not.
Hard to see everything from up here. This is our toughest park to work in, furthest away, and over here in the television booth they've got this high plexiglass that goes right across your sight line. 3-2 pitch, just missed. Christensen has issued another walk. That's his 3rd base on balls. Larry normally very stingy in that department. The troublesome Rodney Scott will bat. He has a pair of hits today. Scott with an infield single and a roller through on the right side. Two outs with White at first base. He's not much of a base running threat. White isn't. He has 8 steals. He's been caught 7 times.
Slow track too when you're in the boxes around the bases.
LC falls behind 2-0. Montreal 2, Phillies 1. 2-2. Scott fouls it back. Rodney took Dave Cash's job away last year. He's given them very good defense. He gives them a threat on the base paths. That was close. White just got back.
Right, very, very close. Christensen's best move. Wow. He's got that left hand in there.
There he goes. Pitch is hit in the air to the alley in left center field, but right there is the ball to make the catch in the out. Scott retired. Expos down in the 5th. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. At the end of 5 innings, it's 2-1 Montreal. Now time for a tasty break with Tasty King. They're putting a little sand around the home plate area here as we have finished 5 innings of this game with the Expos holding a 2-1 advantage. Both starting pitchers still working, Steve Rogers and Larry Christensen. Del Unser will be leading off the inning for the Phillies. Del has flied to left and struck out. A 3-hour rain delay at the outset today, but right now it is not raining. Awfully cold and raw here, but we're playing baseball. Less than ideal conditions, but the game is being played, and it is an official game. You're watching Phillies baseball on Channel 17, WPHL TV in Philadelphia. Unser, Moreland, and Trio to test Rogers in the 6th. They're waiting for a television camera to be moved. Bouncer, but played by Spire, and he throws him out. Unser bounces out to Spire to start the 6th inning. And here's Keith Moreland. Moreland has flied to center and grounded to Spire into a force out. Moreland had not batted against Rogers before today. Keith in there against one of the league's best pitchers. Rogers has never won 20. His top win total was 17 in 77. He's trying to match that today. His earned run average is among the best in the league, 2.96. Nothing to Moreland. This series between the Expos and the Phillies all season long has been a close one and a tough one, so much so that neither team has ever beaten the other more than twice consecutively. 3-0 on Keith. Takes a called strike, 3-1. Hard hit and right through Parrish, right between his legs into the outfield, and now White drops the ball. On into second base goes Moreland. That conceivably could be a double error.
I believe it will be. It was hit very hard, but right between Parrish's legs. Here's the 3-1 pitch. He stung it. Parrish brought the apron up a little too soon. Jerry White dropped the ball. Slick out there. What'd they score it? 2 errors?
Yes, they did. Error on Parrish, error on White. I tell you, we have seen all kinds of strange things happen here today, and I'm sure, despite the fact that they were errors, that the playing surface had something to do with that.
5 errors in the game.
Yep. Good running catch made on Trio's ball the last time up by Office and right. See if the Phillies can cash it in. Here's a ball hit hard to right field. Moreland being held at third base as Office fires the ball back in, and it's a good thing he was held. A base hit for Trio. Runners at first and third with 1 away.
Well, Manny, Trio chipping in with a hard single to right field. Hit so hard that Moreland wouldn't have had a chance at all to score. And it's up to Boa now.
Manny at first, Moreland at third, and Larry Boa coming to the plate. Larry has nubbed out on a play made by Carter, and Larry walked and scored the only Phillies run in the 5th inning. Expos are going to bring the infield to double play depth, I believe.
What do you do here? Do you let him swing? Do you suicide squeeze?
1 out with the pitcher on deck. Phillies bullpen gets up now, just in case they want a pitch hit. There's Greg Gross grabbing a bat. Reed is up in the bullpen. Boa takes a fastball away, ball 1. 2-1 Expos. There's Slink. Nothing. Well, if you wanted to pull that squeeze play, this would be
the time, but I don't think Dallas will put it on now. It's also a good pitch to hit.
And that infield pretty far in. Past the mound. There's one out. They get a double play. Unbelievable things are happening here in Montreal. No runs, one hit, 2 errors, 1 man left on base. Middle of the 6th inning, 2-1 Montreal. Larry Boa grounding into a double play as the Expos were very fortunate on that play that it went straight back the middle. Otherwise, had they gotten only 1, the run would have scored. And Christensen still down by a run, 2-1. What an unusual ball game, Whitey.
Both teams have had chances to score a lot of runs. Christensen pitched out of a lot of early trouble. Rogers has been in all kinds of trouble.
This guy has had a strange day, too. Roland Office has grounded into 2 double plays. Both of them started by trio. One of them was a 4-3-2 double play, not your garden variety. And the other was simply 4-3 as Manny was able to tag out Scott in the base paths. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Expos on 2 runs scored in the 3rd on the home run by Jerry White. Base hit. Office singles to start the Montreal 6th inning. That's hit number 6 for the Expos. The Phillies have actually out-hit Montreal 7-6. Andre Dawson. Andre 1 for 2, a single, a stolen base, and he was struck out in the 3rd inning. That's a strike. So Shea and Knowles are both up in the Phillies bullpen now. Christensen having to battle out of another one. And we're getting toward the late stages here, bottom of the 6th inning. Check swing foul ball. 0-2 on Dawson. Throws that ball out of play as it hit the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Dawson. Andre starting the game with the 4th best average in the National League. Bill Buckner has taken the lead in the batting championship race right now by 2 points. Just got a piece of it.
We mentioned earlier, Andy, that Buckner went 3 for 5 today with a home run, so he's probably increased that 2-point lead. I don't know whether Gary Templeton played in that St. Louis game or not against the Mets. Keith Hernandez was close. He got a hit, a home run that we know of.
Good block by Moreland. He saved the base on that. 2-2. Offices at first. There's nobody out. We're in the 6th inning and Montreal ahead by a run. Larry Christensen trying to pitch his way to a 2nd Eastern title clinching win for the Phillies. He did it in Chicago in the '77 year. Here's a pop-up. Rose is in foul ground waiting, and he takes it for the out. Dawson fouls out to Rose. That's 1 down in the 6th inning. And now Gary Carter. Carter has walked and struck out. Christensen getting a little of that mud out of his spikes. Game being played under less than ideal conditions for sure, but there was a time today we didn't think we'd be playing ball at all. They called a pitch out, but nothing was going with Office.
Office doesn't steal much. He should steal more. He has better speed than that, but he's only stolen 3 bases.
A little punch shot to right field, hanging up for Bake McBride to make the play. Bake did not gamble on gunning back to first base because he knew Office could see that play all the way. So Carter retired on a punch shot. That's certainly less than Gary's best swing. And here's Warren Cromartie. Cromartie has lined to right and flied to right. He's 0 for 2. Office led off with a single. He's still at first. 2 outs later. Here's Cromartie. Bouncing ball. Trio should get it. And the 3rd out of the inning is made. Expos, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the 7th inning. 2-1 Montreal.
Is that Debbie?
Well, we finished 6 innings here at Montreal. The Expos lead it by a 2-1 score. Steve Rogers still working. Larry Christensen will leave the game as Greg Gross comes out to bat for him. And here to take over the mic, Rich Ashburn.
Okay, Andy, it'll be Gross, Rose, and McBride, the first 3 batters. Greg batting .243. He's been picking up some hits lately. Christensen pitched a good ball game, giving up only the 2 runs. But he leaves trailing 2-1. Strike 1 on Gross. 2-run homer by Jerry White back in the 3rd inning. Spire hard to his left. Got him. Oh, boy. Good play by Cromartie. Started by Spire. There's Gross. Spire hard to his left. Almost juggled. Ball bouncing right up to Cromartie. 1 down here in the 7th inning. Pete Rose, the batter. Pete is 1 for 3 with a single and a run batted in. He's hit the ball hard all 3 times up. We're in the top of the 7th. Expos leading 2-1 in a strange ball game. Base hit for Rose. Hit the breaking ball right in the hole between first and second. Pete with his 2nd base hit of the game. And Bake McBride coming up. Bake's been on all 3 times with a walk, a single, and a single. Bake hitting .307. Rose represents a tying run if somebody can get him around. Base hit. Rose will stop at second as McBride gets his 3rd straight hit. And the Phillies have runners on first and second, one out. The batter, Mike Schmidt. There you see the Phillies delegation badly outnumbered here in Montreal. Mike Schmidt has walked, doubled, and struck out. He's 1 for 2, batting .285. Expos bullpen starts to work again. Sosa and Fryman. Phillies have 1 run on 9 hits. Ball 1 to Schmidt. Top of the 7th inning. Rose at second, McBride at first. Right-hander Sosa, left-hander Fryman. Base hit, left field. Rose is being held. Oh, McBride is held up, and they're going to get him in a rundown, or are they? He is safe. Oh, I don't believe it. McBride, getting out of a lot of trouble, had rounded second. He did not see Rose get the stop sign. Schmidt with a single here. Look at it again. Drilled it in the hole. Jerry White on the ball quickly, and Sosa wisely held Rose. Cut off here, but watch McBride now. Parrish evidently missed him, did not make the play at second, and the bases are loaded, 1 down. The batter, Greg Lazinski. Pitching coach Galen Cisco headed towards the mound again. Unbelievable. Bases loaded, 1 out on 3 straight singles. Sosa and Fryman working hard in the bullpen. Galen Cisco generally does not make pitching changes. Dick Williams will do that. Well, Lazinski is 1 for 3 with a single. He struck out, he singled to center, and he crushed a ball that was turned into a line drive double play. Phillies have had all kinds of chances to score. They have another one here. Infield back. Ball 1 to the bowl. Probably Lazinski's biggest time at bat of the season. Ball 2. Both pitches low and outside, and Rogers will have to come in with something. Rose, McBride, and Schmidt, the base runners. 1 out. Phil's trailing by a run. 2-0 the count to Lazinski. Rogers wants his catcher, Gary Carter, to go through those signs again. Low, ball 3. 3-0 the count. Lazinski will no doubt look at one pitch. There you see Dick Williams, pitching coach Galen Cisco. They have to be concerned. 3-0 the count to the bull. Green light, base hit, center field. The Phillies are going to go ahead. Now they got Schmidt in a rundown, 2-run score. Schmidt's in a rundown, still in a rundown, and they get Schmidt, and now they're trying to get Lazinski. They do! Unbelievable! A double play, but the Phillies go ahead 3-2. I don't believe it. We've got to look at this sequence again. Lazinski with probably his biggest hit of the season, a 2-run single. Here it is. Right back through the middle. The 2-run scoring easily, but pretty loose base running here. They get Schmidt finally. Lazinski gets hung up. Gary Carter sneaking in behind Lazinski at first, and they get the double play. Unbelievable. 2 runs though, 4 hits, and nobody left on base. Phillies lead 3-2. Expos batting in the home 7th. Now here's a word from Getty Oil. Fred Gross in left field. Ron Reed, the new pitcher. Larry Parrish up there. A strike on Parrish. Reed has won 7 and lost 5. Phillies lead 3-2, bottom of the 7th. Parrish, Spire, and a pinch hitter this inning. Strike 2 on Parrish. Unbelievable ball game. Lazinski getting the big hit, a 2-run single on a 3-0 pitch. Dallas Green gave him the green light. 2 runs scored, and all of a sudden struck him out on a good slider. Reed gets a strikeout on this slider, low and away. 1 down here in the 7th. As it turned out, Lazinski singled in 2 runs, the tying run, the go-ahead run, and then the Expos finally getting both Schmidt and Lazinski in the rundown. This is the goofiest game. Here's Chris Spire, who's grounded into a double play and flied to center. Fouled back, strike 1 on Spire. And Willie Montanez is going to be the pinch hitter for the Expos. Phillies 3 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. Expos 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Good slider. Spire didn't like the call by Bruce Fremming. Strike 2 the count. Broken bat, foul ball. Spire will have to get another piece of lumber. Went from a white bat to a black bat. All the pitchers have been having trouble with their spikes in this mud today. The rains have stopped. We have been playing without rain for about the last 4 innings. Started without rain, and then rain for a couple of the early innings. And I believe it has warmed up a little bit. It's not a heat wave, but it's warmer. Foul ball. 2 strikes on Spire. Missed with a low fastball. A ball and 2 strikes to count. Foul ball again. Spire trying to get his bat on the ball. He's behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Manny Trio right there.
Oh, he dropped it. I don't believe it.
Oh, boy. What is going on here today? An error on Manny Trio, his second of the ball game. Watch this. That is hard to believe. Popped right out. Do not believe it. The Phillies' fourth error. 2 on Trio. They're rare errors on Manny when he gets 1. Now Ron LaFleur is coming out to run for Spire, and you know what that means. Willie Montanez will bat. I do not believe this. You know that LaFleur will be running. Reed does not have a good move to first. Sparky Lyle is up now in the Phillies bullpen. This is an amazing game. Time is called. Pete Rose called time, and Pete is looking into the dugout for some reason. I believe we're ready to go. I know that LaFleur will be running. There he goes. Pitch out. Pitch out. He is safe. Oh, no! I don't believe it. Another error. LaFleur, a stolen base. Error on Moreland. Here it is again. Pitch out. He had a shot at him. Throw was low. Got by Trio, got by Boa. Ball 1 the count to Montanez. That's LaFleur at third, 1 out. He represents a tying run. Dallas Green is coming out. I believe that Pete Rose called time, thinking that Dallas might bring Sparky Lyle in. Lyle would have a much better chance of holding LaFleur on. And now Dallas is going to Sparky Lyle. A pitching change for the Phillies. Phillies lead 3-2, trying to hang on. We'll be back in a moment. Sparky Lyle, the new pitcher. No wins, no losses. His 10th ball game. His earned run average 1.38. And it looks like he'll pitch to Willie Montanez with LaFleur at third, 1 out. The Phillies leading 3-2. This game is being played like a sandlot game, but there have certainly been a lot of exciting things happen. Looks like John Tamargo is coming out to bat for Montanez now. Well, Tamargo singled off Sparky Lyle last night as a pinch hitter. Phillies will bring their infield in tight on Tamargo. Trying to cut off the tying run. Come on, ball on him. He'll inherit the count that Willie Montanez had when he was taken out. Infield up tight. Tamargo's a switch hitter, batting right-handed, of course. Ooh, good block by Keith Moreland. Ball 1 the count to Tamargo. Lyle doesn't fool around. He'll generally go right at the batter. Little high ball 2, 2-0 the count. Uh-oh. Ball hit him. Ball hit him. Oh, that's ball 4. I'm sorry. He did inherit the 1-ball count. Well, he gets a walk. First and third, 1 out. Jerry White, the batter. And we're getting another pinch hitter. I believe that's that Raines. Tim Raines, it is, and he can fly also. I believe he stole 70-some bases in Denver.
77.
77 bases at Denver, Tim Raines. Expos have 2 runners, total 160-some bases. Foul ball, strike 1 on Jerry White. White is officially 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. LaFleur at third, Raines at first, 1 out. Phil's lead 3-2, bottom of the 7th. Sparky Lyle trying to get him out of a jam. Fouled out of play, strike 2 on White. Phillies win this game, they may never lose another game. Committed 5 errors, 2 in this inning. Foul ball. 2 strikes on Jerry White. Raines has not made any indication of trying to steal a base. Lyle has a quick release. Token throw to first. There he goes. Fouled back. Raines going on that pitch. Count will hold at 2 strikes on White. Quick throw over there. Raines safe. Ball back out of play. Still 2 strikes on White. Unbelievable ball game. Started over 3 hours late, but ball 1, 2 strikes on White. LaFleur at third, Raines at first. There goes the runner. No throw. Moreland juggled the ball. Raines will get a stolen base. And the Expos with runners on second and third, and the infield now is going to come up about halfway. 2-2 the count. That's hit deep enough to score the tying run. Uncher's back there. we're tied up at 3-3. Range moving to third, gives Jerry White a run batted in, his third of the ball game. Range is at third, 2 outs, in the batter, Rodney Scott. Scott is 2 for 3, a couple of singles. That's an unearned run, needless to say. Did he swing? Nope, he didn't. Ball 1 to Scott. Look at it again. I don't know. Foul ball, a ball and a strike on Scott. Almost ducked into the ball. 2-1 the count. Outside, ball 3. Left-hand batter rolling off is due to bat next. Range at third, 2 down. Line left field, a foul ball. Oh boy. Oh. Full count now to Scott. This game will get you a little nervous. Foul ball. We're tied 3-3, bottom of the 7th. Phillies can hang on and win. They'd win the National League East Division title. If they lose, it goes tomorrow. Base hit. Oh boy. Double for Scott, and the Expos lead it 4-3. That's an unearned run also. There it is. Schmidt got leather on the ball. Just slowed it. Montreal leading 4-3. Roland Office the batter. Ball 1 to Office. Office 1 for 3 with a single. He's also grounded into 2 double plays. The count. Good pitch. 2 balls and a strike on Roland Office. Scott at second, 2 down. 2 unearned runs here in the bottom of the 7th, and the Expos have the lead. To the count. struck him out. That'll retire the side, but the Expos with 2 runs. 1 hit, 2 errors, 1 left on. After 7 full innings, it's Montreal 4, the Phillies 3. 8th inning baseball, Harry Callis. Harry, what do you think?
I think this is about the strangest game I've ever seen. Expos lead it 4-3. Elias Sosa, the new pitcher. Jerry Manuel at shortstop, and Del Unser takes high 1-0. Unser nothing for 3. Sosa on for Steve Rogers. Base hit. Del Unser to lead off the Phillies' 8th. So the Phillies keep coming at the Expos. That is hit number 12 for the Phils, who trail in the game nonetheless 4-3. Out hitting Montreal 12-7.
Probably get a pinch runner for Unser. I don't think Dallas Green will miss chance to get some speed in there.
Fans, Phillies season tickets are one of the best sports buys in the city. If you aren't one of the Phillies present season ticket holders and would like to join the list, just write to the Phillies for a free color brochure that will be ready sometime in November. Evidently no pinch runner. Keith Moreland, the batter, he's 0 for 3. Send your letter to Phillies season tickets, box 7575, Philadelphia 19101. The Phillies have 9 season ticket plans available, including one that's just right for you. Unser first base. Nobody out. 8th inning. Phillies trailing by a run, 4-3. And as wacky a ball game as you'll ever see. Unser going on a hit and run. He stumbled out of the box. It's fouled off. 1 strike. One strike to Moreland. Phillies have committed 5 errors in this game. Foul back. Sosa in front of Moreland, 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Keith Moreland. To deep shortstop. Manuel to Scott 1. The relay late. Hard takeout slide by Unser, but they get the lead runner at second base. Jerry Manuel to Rodney Scott. Moreland safe on a fielder's choice, and that brings up Manny Trio, who's 1 out of 3, is grounded out, fly to deep right in the single. Now we're going to get a pinch runner for Keith Moreland. Jay Laviglio coming out to run for Moreland. Jay Laviglio pinch running at first base with 1 out. Trio has had a weird afternoon. Gold Glove second baseman has made 2 of the Phillies' 5 errors. 1 on a routine pop-up in the 7th inning that opened the gates for the Montreal 2 runs to put them in front 4-3. Watching Laviglio. Stole 44 bases at Oklahoma City. Rio pops it up. Sosa will take it. So that's 2 down in the 8th inning. It'll bring up Larry Boa. Boa has bounced out in front of the plate, walked and scored a run, grounded into a double play. Montreal were in the 8th. Ground ball back through the middle. Off Manuel. It's going to be safe all around. Base hit Larry Boa. So the Phillies have 2 men on base with 2 outs. Greg Gross will be the batter. Came in to pinch hit and stayed in the game. Grounded out his only at bat.
Well, Spire took a base hit away from Gross in his only time at bat. Now we see Dick Williams headed towards the mound, and he's going to go to Woody Fryman.
Yep.
So I suppose Dallas Green will also make some kind of a switch here. How about Gary Maddox?
Well, Maddox is available. We have a pitching change for the Expos. 8th inning. Montreal leads 4-3. We'll be back after this brief pause. Woody Fryman coming on here in the 8th inning. The Expos leading by a run, 4-3. Gary Maddox is going to come out and pinch hit for Greg Gross. Fryman's had an excellent year for Dick Williams. Appearing in his 61st game, 7 wins, 4 losses, 17 saves, an ERA of 2.16. Jay Laviglio at second. Larry Boa at first. Gary Maddox coming out to bat. Maddox hitting .260. Two men on base, 2 outs, 8th inning. Phillies have 13 hits in the game, but just 3 runs, trailing by a run. Time called by Bruce Fremming before Fryman could deliver a pitch.
I don't think Fremming was ready. Everybody was ready but Fremming.
There's Bruce. He committed himself on a pitch that was high and away. 1 strike to Gary Maddox.
Say that Bruce Fremming has worked a great ball game back there today.
Nothing in 2 to Gary Maddox. Missed the ball and 2 strikes to Maddox. Jay Laviglio, pinch runner at second base. Larry Boa at first base. 2 outs, 8th inning. Phillies trail by a run. He's low with that one. It's 2-2. Maddox pops a foul. It's out of play. Still 2-2 to Gary Maddox. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. Montreal leading the Phils 4-3. Warren Brewster, the Phillies' new pitcher, as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gary Maddox now playing center field. Del Unser moves from center to left. Four to 3, Montreal leading. Bottom half of the 8th inning.
Mesdames, Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, as you saw me in my now catching for the Phillies, it'll be number 8.
Bob Boone also comes into the ball game to catch. Boy, what a weird ball game this has been. Phillies with 3 runs, 13 hits, but have committed 5 errors, the last of which opened the gates for 2 Expo runs as Montreal took the lead. Montreal 4 runs, 7 hits. They committed 2 errors, those 2 coming on the same play. 1-0 to Andre Dawson. 2-0 to Dawson. Warren Brewster appearing in his 25th game, 2 wins, 1 loss, an ERA at 3.25. Dawson pops one foul. It's going to be back and out of play. Two and 2 to Andre Dawson. Said he checked his swing. It's a full count. Two to Andre Dawson. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Montreal leading it 4-3. That's hit toward shortstop Larry Boa. Boa throws out Dawson on a close play at first base. 1 down. It'll bring on Gary Carter, whose walk struck out and lined out to right field. Down, bottom half of the 8th inning. One and nothing to Gary Carter. Bruce Fleming, and he's shaken up. Brought him to his knees. 2-0 the count to Carter. In the 9th, the Phillies will be sending up Pete Rose, Bake McBride, and Mike Schmidt scheduled to bat. This game delayed at the outset better than 3 hours. really had to sting. Hit him in the knee, a low pitch. Boone could go.
That's the second one that hit him on that left leg in this ball game. That'll hurt him, but he'll hang in there.
Two and nothing to count to Gary Carter with one down. If the Phillies do not win this one, tomorrow at 2:30, Steve Carlton goes against Bill Gullickson. We'll be televising that game regardless, but of course Steve Carlton will not pitch if the Phillies win this game. Phillies have only one more shot at it. Three and one to Gary Carter. Full count to Carter. One down in the Expos' 8th inning. Struck him out. Carter called out on strikes. That's 2 down. We'll bring on Warren Cromartie. Crow's 0 for 3 is twice flied out and grounded out. Two down, bottom half of the 8th inning. Crow pops one foul. It'll be out of play. One strike to Cromartie with 2 outs. Little bouncing ball hit softly to second. Trio throws Cromartie out, and the Expos down at order in the 8th. No runs, hits, or errors, none left. We move to the 9th inning. Phillies' last chance. Montreal 4, Phils 3. Pete Rose leads off for the Phils. He's 2 out of 4. 9th inning. Phillies down by a run. 1-0 to Rose. 2-0 to Pete. Nothing to Pete Rose. Walked him on 4 pitches. Rose is a leadoff base runner in the 9th inning. That'll bring on Bake McBride. Bake is 3 for 3, a walk and 3 singles. The Expos have Stan Bonson and Bill Lee up in the bullpen. Lee in the weird style, throwing about 70 feet 6 inches. Bonson in the more conventional style. Phillies have Tug McGraw up in the pen. Pete Rose, a leadoff base runner, 9th inning. 4-3 Expos lead. Bake not bunting. He takes it high and inside. It's 1-0. Mike Schmidt due up next. Low, ball 2. 6 straight balls thrown by Woody Fryman. Galen Cisco coming out to talk to him. Woody knows what he has to do. He has to throw strikes, but he hasn't done it so far. This has been the weirdest ball game. I can recall ever having seen. There's the bullpen. Now Bill Lee is back on the rubber. He was throwing from way behind the mound earlier. Bill Lee and Stan Bonson. You see Gold Glovers who make spectacular plays all year, dropping pop-ups. See base runners, Mike Schmidt, who's one of the best base runners in the game, making a base running mistake, take you out of an inning. You see a veteran pitcher who knows what it's all about, can't throw a strike. Got that one over. 2-1 to Bake McBride. The breaking ball. It's 2-2 to Bake McBride. Ground ball hit to second. Might be a double play. The tag there. The relay not in time. Bake just beats it out on a very close play. We're going to have an argument, but McBride's safe at first base. Rose tagged out, one down. McBride safe at first. Dick Williams coming out to argue with Dick Stello, as is Warren Cromartie. Let's see it. Here's the play. Right, he beat it. It's an accurate call by Stello. He beat the play. Cromartie putting up a beat, but he beat it. Wasn't even a tie. Bake McBride at first base and one down. Mike Schmidt the batter. Schmidt has walked, doubled, struck out, and singled. So McBride at first base with one out, ninth inning. Phillies down by a run, 4-3. Bob Boone due up next. To Mike Schmidt. McBride first base, one out. Fouls it off. 1 ball and 1 strike to Schmidt. Down, ninth inning. Phillies trail 4-3. Strike, and Fryman is in front of Schmidt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bake McBride first base. 1 out. Dirt for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mike Schmidt. Montreal leading by a run, 4-3. Woody Fryman, veteran of a lot of years. Trying to court a save here. McBride might well be taken off here. Full count to Mike Schmidt with 1 out. Bake McBride at first base. A key pitch here for Woody Fryman, and Gary Carter trots out to talk to him. Fryman, 40 years old, out of Ewing, Kentucky. Full count to Mike Schmidt. Big pitch here. Bouncing ball, tapped softly, third base. Parrish charges, he throws. Oh, that time he called him out. I gotta see a replay on that. McBride moves up to second base. Schmidt called out on a very, very close play. Schmidt chased ball 4. It was almost on the ground. He topped the ball down the third base side. Now here it is. The throw. Oh. He's safe. So the argument on the preceding play might have really helped the Montreal Expos. Argument on the preceding play getting Stello to think another bang-bang play, and Schmidt called out. McBride at second base, 2 outs. It's up to Bob Boone. Boone batting .228. 1-0 to Boone. Lonnie Smith has moved into the on-deck circle. To bat for Del Unser. Base hit to center field. Bake McBride rounding third. He stumbles, but he's still going to score. Boone heading for second base. Tie ball game. Bob Boone delivers with a single to center. Down to the last out. Boone a base hit. Bake McBride scores. And this game is tied at 4. Oh, what a big blow by Bob Boone, who's struggled all year. Bake McBride stumbling. Dawson hurrying his throw way offline. McBride scores easily. Now we're going to get a pinch runner for Boone at second. Dallas Green is pulling out all the stops. Who's he going to catch? Don McCormick, I guess. Bob Dernier is the pinch runner at second base, and Lonnie Smith is going to be the batter. A little surprised he's taking Bob Boone out of this tie ball game, but he is. It's a 4-4 game here in the 9th inning. Bob Dernier, the base runner. Lonnie Smith, the pinch hitter. 4-4 ball game. Oh, what a ball game. Regardless of who wins this game, this has been some kind of wacky, wild, crazy ball game. Lonnie Smith is going to get an intentional walk. Lonnie Smith will get the intentional walk. And Ramon Aviles has come out of the dugout. Ramon Aviles coming out to bat. Aviles hitting for Brewster. 2 men on base. Ramon hitting .280. Oh, what a wacky game. What a weird ball game. Wild and weird. It's tied 4-4 in the 9th inning. Tug McGraw is up in the Phillies bullpen. Dernier at second, pinch running. Lonnie Smith at first. They both can fly. 2 outs. strike to Aviles. Two strikes to Aviles. So Fryman quickly in front of Ramon, 0-2. Talk about breaking your bat. Talk about getting jammed. That ball trickled into the Expos dugout. And the barrel of the bat went, watch this, went out to Woody Fryman. This is called a jam job. That is really getting jammed. Two strikes to Aviles, who has a new bat. 2 outs. 2 men on base. Just missed. Ball and 2 strikes. Bob Dernier, pinch runner at second base. Lonnie Smith at first base. 2 outs, 9th inning. It's low, it's 2-2. Goes down swinging. Phillies tie the game with 1 run, 1 hit, no Expo errors. 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's Phil's 4, Montreal 4. So Tugger in a 4-4 ball game. He saved last night's game. McGraw appearing in his 57th. He's won 4, lost 4, saved 20, an ERA of 1.52. Bottom half of the 9th of a 4-4 ball game. Larry Parrish is going to lead off for Montreal. He's singled and twice struck out. He'll be followed by Jerry Manuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, that company Phillies now pitching for the Phillies, and they'll come on side number 45, Buck McGraw. Number 7, catcher, number 17.
4-4 ball game. Bottom of the 9th. Phillies with 14 hits. Montreal with 7.
Walking to the third baseman, Larry Parrish.
Larry Parrish to lead off, facing Tug McGraw. One strike to Parrish. Warren Brewster pitching 1 inning of hitless, runless baseball. He struck out 1. Chopping foul down the third base side. 0-2 to Parrish. He swung at it, struck him out. So McGraw, who struck out 5 of the 6 he faced last night, starts it with a strikeout. That'll bring on Jerry Manuel, the shortstop. Manuel coming in for Chris Spire after Spire was taken out for the pinch runner. Manuel hit .277 at Denver this year. One strike to Manuel. Woody Fryman due up next. Stan Bonson is in the bullpen. Ball and a strike to Jerry Manuel. One and two. Tim Wallach has moved into the on-deck circle with the bat for Fryman. Ball and 2 strikes to Jerry Manuel with 1 out, bottom of the 9th of a 4-4 ball game. He struck him out with a screwball. 2 down. Tim Wallach coming out. Let's look at this screwball. Tim Wallach coming out to bat for Fryman. Wallach hit .281 at Denver. Power hitter. He hit 36 homers, knocked in 124 runs. Herm Starrett wants to talk to both Don McCormick, the catcher, who saw Wallach in the American Association, and Tug McGraw, the pitcher, about this fellow who can hit the long ball. And that's what he's thinking here with 2 outs and no base runners. Bottom half of the 9th inning of a 4-4 game. Game delayed at the beginning for better than 3 hours because of rain. Long day's journey into night here at Olympic Stadium in Montreal, and Tug wants it to be longer. One strike to Wallach. Bouncing up there. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to him. Ball and a strike to Tim Wallach. Ooh, he had a cut. No contact. 1 and 2. You can probably expect to get the screwball now. It's low. It's 2 and 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Wallach, batting for Woody Fryman. Bouncing up there, a full count to him. Top of the order, Jerry White due up next. He popped him up, foul and playable. Don McCormick off with a mask. And he makes the grab, and that'll be it for the Expos. We're going extra innings in this wacky ball game after 9. Phillies 4, Montreal 4. Now the new pitcher coming on for Montreal is Stan Bonson. Bonson on for Woody Fryman, 10th inning of a 4-4 game. Bonson appearing in his 57th game. He's won 7, lost 5, saved 4. His ERA 2.90. He'll be facing Manny Trio, Larry Boa, and Gary Maddox. Here in the 10th inning. Of a 4-4 ball game. Phillies with 14 hits, Montreal with 7. But the Phillies have committed 5 errors. Manny Trio is 1 out of 4. 10th inning, tied at 4. strike to Trio. Two strikes to Trio. 0-2 to Manny. Ball and 2 strikes to Manny Trio. That's low. And it's 2-2 to Manny Trio. We're in the 10th of a 4-4 ball game. Trio leading off for the Phils. Check swing, tap foul into the Expos dugout. Out. Johnson nibbles a lot, got himself into trouble in last night's game with walks and a wild pitch. Full count to Manny Trio. Trio pops one up into shallow right field. Rodney Scott, the second baseman, out. Scott makes the grab, and Trio is out, 1 down. They'll bring up Larry Boa. Boa's 1 out of 3, is tapped out in front of the plate, walked, hit into a double play, and singled. One down, 10th inning. Commits himself on a breaking ball, 1 strike to him. Popped a foul out of play. Bonson in front of Boa, 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Gary Maddox due up next with 1 out in the 10th inning. In the dirt. Full count. 3-2 to Boa. Four to 4, 10th inning. Boa smashed, but right at Warren Crow Marty. Crow playing him to pull, guarding against the extra base hit. Boa hit a BB, but right at Crow. That's 2 down. That'll bring up Gary Maddox, batting for the 2nd time. He struck out in his only previous at bat. Stan Bonson, the fourth pitcher used by Dick Williams. Steve Rogers started. Elias Sosa, Woody Fryman, now Bonson. Pitch bounces up there, 1-0. Ball hits Bruce Fleming again. He has been nailed by 3 of them today. He's done an excellent job behind that plate. It's been a long, tedious day for Mr. Flanagan, and he has not missed many pitches. Fleming's got to get gun shy back there. 2-0 to Gary Maddox. Bill Lee gets back up. There's Bruce. Foul tip. Pitch was high, but Maddox started the swing. Ball foul tipped into the glove of Gary Carter. It's 2-1. Maddox pops a foul. Carter comes back. Has room, makes the catch right next to the Expos dugout. And the Phillies are retired in the 10th. No runs, hits, or errors. None left. We go to the bottom of the 10th. It's still 4-4. Bottom of the 10th inning. Top of the order coming up for Montreal. Jerry White, Rodney Scott, and Roland Office to face Tug McGraw. 4-4 ball game. Dallas Green, Gumby Wine, Bill DeMars, Herm Starrett, walking on. Dick Williams. Trying to figure out a way to get a run and somebody win this thing. Now, the great thing about this series is that nobody is going to lose the Eastern Division. Somebody's going to win it. Both the Expos and the Phillies came into this series playing great ball, red hot. Excellent months of September. And this series has been just what you might expect. Phillies winning last night 2-1. This one in the 10th, 4-4. Tug McGraw in his second inning. White hits one to left field. Fair ball hit. He'll take the big turn and hold at first base. Boy, White has been the key for Montreal this afternoon. White has knocked in 3 of the 4 runs. He's now 2 for 3 with a home run. He's at first base. Rodney Scott will be the batter. And he'll undoubtedly be up there to bunt. Scott's 3 out of 4 with 2 singles, a fly out, and a double.
Second baseman, Rodney Scott.
So White at first base. Nobody out. Scott bunts it foul, and McCormick, a great effort, but couldn't come up with it. 1 strike. Nice try by Don McCormick. He was a fine-looking young receiver, McCormick. Good effort by him, but just could not grab it. 1 strike to Rodney Scott. White first base. Nobody out. Bottom of the 10th. Tied at 4. Now coming alive. White, the base runner at first base. Scott takes it low. It's 1-1. Scott trying to move that runner up to second base. Very high. 2-1 to Rodney Scott. McGraw will have to go to first. Gets the out there. Sacrifice is good. Play goes Doug McGraw to Manny Trio covering, and White moves up to second base. Where with one out, Roland Office will bat. Office is 1 out of 4. Is twice hit into double plays. Is singled and struck out. Phillies are getting Dickie Knowles up in the bullpen. White at second base. He represents the ball game. Bottom of the 10th. We're tied at 4, and Roland Office the batter. Here's Dickie Knowles. Nothing to Roland Office. Four to 4, bottom of the 10th. Hit down the right field line, but that's going to be a foul ball. Back out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Roland Office. Balls and a strike to Office. Andre Dawson due up next. Bottom half of inning number 10. Bouncing ball dribbled down the first base side. Rose will make the unassisted put out. Moving up to third base, Jerry White. So that's 2 outs. White now at third. 90 feet away from winning this game, and Andre Dawson the batter. Dawson is 1 out of 4. He is singled, struck out, fouled out, grounded out. He's hitting 15 of the last 16 games, and now Dallas Green wants to talk to Tug. If you walk Dawson, you've got to pitch to Carter. If you walk them both, you pitch to Waring, throw Marty. I don't think they would do that. Tug has as much trouble with left-hand hitters as he does right. Takes away that screwball. I think the decision is just whether you pitch to Dawson or Pitch to Carter. I would have to think they'll pitch to Dawson. Dallas Green having a friendly conversation with Bruce Fleming. I think both Dallas and Dick Williams appreciate the job the umpires have done in this situation with a long rain delay and a long ball game. Fleming has done an outstanding job behind the plate. Andre Dawson. They're going to pitch to him. One and nothing to Dawson. White at third represents the ball game. 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th, tied at 4. Missed the screwball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Dawson. Missed another screwball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Andre Dawson. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Tug McGraw gets out of the jam. Tugger pounding that glove. Oh, what a miraculous job he's done for the Phils this year. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. After 10, it's still 4-4. 3-all. And I'll tell you, not too many people were blown away by this 3-hour rain delay, and they're still here. And they are seeing some kind of ball game. Every pitch, every play is crucial. There have been great plays, there have been missed plays, there have been clutch hits, there have been clutch strikeouts. Pete Rose to lead off. Rose 2 for 4 as lined out, flied out, singled, and walked. Facing Stan Bonson. Bonson in his 2nd inning in relief of Woody Pryman. One and nothing to Rose. Count to Pete Rose. Rose will make Bonson throw strikes. He likes to nibble. Base hit Pete Rose, his 3rd hit of the ball game. So Pete leads off the Phillies 11th with a single to right field. And that'll bring on Bake McBride. McBride is 3 out of 4 with a walk, 3 singles, and a fielder's choice ground ball. Bake looking down at Lee Ely. I rather doubt if he'll be bunting. If you bunt McBride, they'll walk Schmidt. Don McCormick due to hit after Schmidt. Rose first base and nobody out. McBride pops it up. It's foul and playable. Gary Carter makes the catch. So Bake is out on 1 pitch. And the that'll bring up Mike Schmidt. Schmidt, he's 2 for 4. He has walked, doubled, struck out, singled, and tapped out to third base. Eleventh inning, 4-4. Phillies with 15 hits, but have scored only 4. Expos have been able to get key outs when they've had to, double plays when they've had to. Phillies have run themselves out of a couple of innings. In the dirt, a good block by Carter. 1-0 to Mike Schmidt. Pete Rose, runner at first base. He singled his 3rd hit of the ball game. 1 out. 11th inning. Schmidt checks his swing on a low breaking ball. It's 2-0. Phillies now getting Dickie Knowles back up in the bullpen. Long drive. Watch that, baby. Way out of here. Home run. Mike Schmidt. Phillies lead 6-4. Pete Rose scores in front of him. Number 48 for Schmidt. I have never seen Mike as excited as this. Phillies lead at 6-4. What a big blow by Schmidt. He's just set a record for third baseman, shattering Eddie Matthews' mark, most homers in a season. Number 48. He's knocked in 121 runs. Don McCormick will be the batter. Here it is. Fastball right down the pipe, and he did not miss it. Mike Schmidt has put the Phillies in front 6-4 in the 11th inning. 1 strike to Don McCormick. This is his first major league at bat. There are the Phillies fans. That one's got to be somewhat wacko without a shirt. McCormick fouls it off. 2 strikes to Don McCormick. Six to 4 Phils on Mike Schmidt's 48th home run of the year. Bouncing ball tapped up the middle. Rodney Scott can't make the play. Could give McCormick a hit. They have given him a base hit. So Don McCormick in his first major league at bat gets a hit. It would have been a tough play even had Scott made it. Here it is, a little bouncing ball, tapped low pitch, tapped towards second. Even had Scott fielded it here, he would have had a tough play, an off-balance throw. So the Phillies here in the 11th have taken a 6-4 lead. Lonnie Smith, the batter. Phillies get up Dickie Knowles and Kevin Sauché, but I believe Dallas scheduled to hit next Tug McGraw. I believe he'll leave Tug out there. 1 out. McCormick first base. Lonnie Smith batting for the second time was intentionally walked his first time up. Nothing to Lonnie Smith. Mike Schmidt, who knocked in both runs in yesterday's 2-1 win, putting the Phillies in front 6-4 here in the 11th with a 2-run homer. Lonnie Smith skies one to right field. Roland off his back makes the catch. So Smith is out, 2 down, and Tug McGraw is going to bat for himself. Tug McGraw will come out and hit. Tug's been at bat 7 times. He has 2 hits. Six to 4. 11th inning. The Expos in their half of the 11th will be sending up Gary Carter, Warren Cromartie, Larry Parrish. McGraw hits it sharply foul down the first base side. 1 strike to Tug McGraw. That's fouled in and out of the glove of Gary Carter. 0-2 to Tug. Ball and 2 strikes to McGraw. Piece of it. Still 1-2 to Tug McGraw. One ball, 2 strikes to Tug. That's hit the shortstop Manuel. He juggles but recovers in time to get McCormick. Phillies in the 11th, scoring 2 on Schmidt's 2-run homer. 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. Bottom half of the 11th inning. Phil's 6, Montreal 4. This game, 10,000 reserved tickets priced at $10, available for the 2 playoff games to be held in Philadelphia on Tuesday and Wednesday nights. Ticket office will be open 3 hours after the game tonight, reopening tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Tickets also available in the Girard Bank lobby at Broad and Chestnut from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday and Tuesday. And now it's up to this man, Tug McGraw, to put down the Expos with a 2-run lead. Bottom half of the 11th inning, Phillies lead 6-4. Gary Carter will lead off. Carter is 0 for 3. He has walked, struck out, lined out to right, and struck out. McGraw in his 3rd inning in relief of Warren Brewster. Carter takes a pitch high. Tug stumbled. 1-0. Dallas Green keeps Dickie Knowles. Kevin Sauché up in the bullpen. Good screwball by Tug. 1 ball and 1 strike to Gary Carter. Bottom of the 11th, 6-4. Phillies lead. Tug's given up 1 hit. Another screwball, and he popped him up, and that should be one of them. Pete Rose calls. Rose squeezes. 1 down in the 11th. That'll bring on Warren Cromartie. Crow is 0 for 4. There's the Phillies dugout. One down. 11th inning. Phils with a 6-4 lead. 1-0 to Warren Cromartie. Cromartie, the only hitter in last night's game out of 6 who put the ball in play off McGraw. He struck out 5 of the 6 he faced. Cromartie lined out. Fly ball left field. That should be 2 up. Lonnie Smith squeezes it. 2 outs. In the 11th inning, McGraw is 1 out away from a win, and the Phillies 1 out away from the National League East title. Larry Parrish, the batter. Parrish has singled in 4 at-bats. He struck out 3 times. Two down, 11th inning. 1 strike to Larry Parrish. Mike Schmidt's 2-run homer, top half of this inning, putting the Phillies on top. Two strikes to Larry Parrish. What a magnificent job McGraw has done. Since July 17th, his earned run average is about 0.38. Just an incredible second half. He's ahead of Parrish, 0-2. Struck him out! Phillies are the National League Eastern Division champions. Tug McGraw is being mobbed. The Phillies are in the playoffs. Tug McGraw, an unbelievable finish to an unbelievable year for the Phillies, who have won it by a score of 6-4 on Mike Schmidt's homer. Phillies are National League East champions. It's all over, taking 2 from the Expos at Olympic Stadium here in Montreal. So in a game that was, well, a weird ball game. The Phillies, all kinds of opportunities early, base running mistakes, errors. The Phillies made 5 errors uncharacteristically, but hung on, battled back. Let's not forget a 2-out base hit by Bob Boone, who had been struggling all year. Boone got a base hit, 2 outs in the 9th inning, tied the ball game. Mike Schmidt in the 11th, a 2-run home run to win it. Tug McGraw getting the win. Let's go down to the locker room and Rich and Tim McCarver.
Okay, Harry. I tell you, the players have just come in here. Larry, nice going, baby. Come up here with me, will you? Nice going. Larry, is this one as good as any of them we've had?
This is better because all the controversy, I'll tell you. We came and we played. We made some mistakes today, but
you hung in there through it all. Nice going.
I'll tell you what, Rich. Schmitty is unbelievable. If he's not most valuable player, and Tug, Fireman of the Year, and Carlton, the Cy Young, and I'll tell you what, those guys have been unbelievable all year.
Well, Larry, you played through a lot of problems. Good luck to you, buddy. Good year. Keep going. Oh, baby. See if we can get Dallas. Get Dallas. Dallas. Nice going, buddy. I tell you, pal, you earned it. You earned it.
Oh, no, they did. The players did.
Hey, listen.
That was super.
Nobody, I don't think anybody will disagree. You know, it was tough for you this year. You did what you had to do. And I believe, Dallas, it's one of the big reasons you're in here the way you are today. Nice going.
Thank you, Richie. I'll tell you, I've never been happier. I've never been prouder of the organization. I'll tell you, I've
got champagne.
I don't care. Isn't it beautiful? These
Tug
guys
McGraw.
aren't emotional, are they?
Mike Schmidt, Tug McGraw.
Isn't it super?
It was beautiful, and Dallas.
How about the kids?
The kids,
don't forget them.
And that's, I think, another thing you should be given credit for. You put the kids in there. You got some criticism for it. You hung with the ball. He come in with a couple of big RBIs today.
Oh, just super.
Nice going.
Thank you,
nice going, buddy.
I'm happy for Philadelphia. I really am.
All right, all right. Here. Keith, come here, buddy. You were a part of it, a big part of it.
I'll tell you what, I've been waiting 26 years to play in the big leagues. I finally played in big leagues, and now I'm playing on the world, going to be the world champions.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right.
I've never been so excited in my life.
Did you ever see a game like this?
No, I never played in one. Never seen one. I'm just glad to be here.
Nice going, buddy. You were a big part of this year, and you're going to be a big part of the playoffs, the World Series, we hope. I think the club is playing better now than they have any time during the year.
Well, we're playing more team baseball. We've overcome mistakes like we made today, and we're the #1 team in the country.
Okay, buddy. And we'll be back down here in the clubhouse right after this break. Here's the guy, Bob Boone, who got the base hit in the 9th inning, or the game never would have gone overtime. And Boone, it's been a scuffling year for you. This has to make you feel pretty good.
Feels great, Rich. I really came up here feeling very confident in this series. I just feel like with Tug out there, we just got the magic, and you know, with all the controversy and all the frustrations that we've experienced in this club, this is super. It's the first stopping point for us, and we've had a goal all year to not only get to the playoffs, but to go on past them. So we're ready, and we got the big guy going with 2 extra days rest. It's going to be really important to us. I'm just excited about it. We want to get in that series.
Booney, really a key base hit, and it would have given Montreal a big lift to win today. I guess you got to give those guys a lot of credit. They went down to the last day last year. Next to last day this year, you beat a great ball club.
No question, Rich. We came up here, I really felt there were 2 evenly matched clubs, and it was a team that was going to play the best, was going to win it. Today we were a little shabby. It sure was exciting baseball, a little shabbily played, but I think it had to do with a lot of the aggression by both clubs. Everybody was running, and we ran into some outs and made a couple mistakes, but it was just an exciting day for us. I'm really pleased for all the guys. We just it's been a trying year for us, but we know what we want out of it, and we're going to be there.
Booney, nice going, buddy.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you. Michael Jack. You just drove Harry Kellis crazy with that home run. Buddy, this has been quite a year. Nice going, buddy.
Thank you, Rich.
How do you feel?
Without a doubt, I feel as good as I've ever felt in my life. Booney got the biggest hit of his career, and Gary against the Cubs, I think, initiated this whole week for us with that hit that he got with 2 outs. The 2 biggest hits I've seen all year were Boone's. With Boone's and Maddox's over at home when we were playing Chicago. I think that made this whole thing possible today. And mine, I'll have to admit, that's the biggest hit of my career, too.
They just saw your home run on the instant replay. Looked like a high fastball. Looked like you were looking for it.
Well, it may have looked that way, but I wasn't. As a matter of fact, I was a little tentative, as to whether or not he'd give me a real good pitch to hit, something that was up near my eyes. I thought he'd try to throw me a good slider or something. I was a little worried about making an out on a bad pitch in that situation, but I said to heck with it. I'm going to try and keep that shoulder in and let it fly.
I think that's your 7th game-winning RBI this month, probably hitting better than you ever hit in your life. If you want to bat any way you want, pal.
Can I stand? Is it all right if I stand off the plate?
You can stand off the
all
plate.
Right, Richie,
beautiful job, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Nice
Thank
going.
you.
I think the MVP is next for Mike Schmidt.
All right, thanks a lot. I'd like to say hello to my wife and kids and everybody at home. I know they're watching, and tell Don to open that champagne that's in the refrigerator.
Okay, Don, open the champagne. Mike Schmidt hitting the game winner. Harry Kellis, come up here, pal. Thanks, Timmy. Harry?
Yes, pal.
I haven't seen you cry in a long time.
I love you.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Harry. I heard your Michael Jack home run, and I know what this means to you too.
Well, we've had 3 division champions, and I'll tell you, each one felt great, but none has felt like this one. This was adversity, turmoil, and
controversy,
and the way they came back. Bob Boone's base hit in the 9th when it looks like we're going to tomorrow, and this team just didn't quit on itself. It's beautiful.
We'll be back here in the clubhouse in just a moment. And Tug, day after day, I have never seen a relief pitcher pitch the way you have, buddy. Beautiful.
Richie, I'll tell you, this is a ball. I didn't know that last inning whether I was ever going to be able to get it to the catcher or not. Today was an 8 Tylenol day. That rain delay got up this morning, took 3. Took 3 more when the game finally started, and then going out for the last inning, had to pump down a couple more, and we got it up there.
I believe you're going to get a day off tomorrow, Tug, and I believe we can safely tell the fans they can stay out tonight. They don't have to get their rest.
Yeah, you don't have to get your rest tonight, but I'll tell you what, Phyllis and Grandma, Dad, Uncle Hank, and Mark and Carrie, save some champagne for when we get home. We'll have a party together.
Doug, let me ask you this. Schmidt hits a 2-run home run. You're pitching, and you also come to the plate. I'm thinking to myself, well, he'll just wave and miss at 3 pitches and get to the business at hand of getting them out. Instead, you're fouling off pitches, trying to get a base hit.
Don McCormick doesn't have any runs scored yet this year. I wanted to try to drive him in.
Oh!
Where'd you get that hat?
Thanks, Zach. How you doing? Brewmaster. Tug, pitching better now than you ever have in your career, which has included a lot of great years.
Well, Harry, I don't know. It's hard to figure out. I feel really great. Everything's just been going good this year. And again, I think I'll repeat. I think it's the hard work in the offseason, the way Dallas has handled the pitching staff this year, and the job that he's assigned me and stayed with it. And it makes you physically and mentally more prepared, and I just think that's the whole thing right there in a nutshell.
Now, the guy that struggled at the plate, sending the game into extra innings, allowing the Phillies to win it, Bob Boone. What a big blow that was.
I tell you, and then Bull got a big hit for us, and he's been struggling. Booney gets the big hit, and then Mr. Clutch, Mike Schmidt, he comes through again when we had to. So it was, you know, today's ball game was just one of those games. 2 teams very evenly matched. Both making a few mistakes, both bouncing back with great plays, getting themselves out of jam, scoring runs when they had to. This is the kind of game it should have been in order for somebody to win it. I'm just proud to be on the Phillies, and we were the ones that won.
You're beautiful. Go enjoy some Jameson now. Have a visit with Mr. Jameson. Paul Owens now is here. Pope, God love you, Vice President, General Manager of the Phillies. This is your 4th division crown. How does this one feel compared to the others?
I like this one better because I don't know. It's the other years I kind of felt we might do it, and this year we had our ups and downs early with our pitching, and I don't know. I just get a special one out of this one. Our guys have fought like hell. I think it's September, and we won all our games on the road, and they could talk about having a little trouble down in the clubhouse, but these guys all want to win. I'll guarantee you that.
It's pretty evident right now, isn't it? Paul, early in the game, when the Phillies had so many scoring opportunities, I imagine you were a little frustrated.
Oh, that stomach is really jumping. If Malox is going to be proud of me tonight. But we did. We lost 2 or 3 big chances to break the game open, and we kept letting Rogers get off the hook. But the one thing I like Booney's hit, and we can come back, and that's the type of ball club this is. It's a better ball club than a lot of people think it is.
Well, I know this has to be just a great moment for you, and Tug McGraw, it's only fitting, I guess, that he finished the ball game.
Oh God, I said, Tug, you've done so great out here. If you could just one more inning, that's all I was looking for.
Pope, congratulations, and one more hurdle to go.
We go.
4 division championships. Now it's time to get into that series, regardless of who it is.
That's right. That's what we want to do, is get that step 2, and I think our guys are ready for it now. We got the big guy going Tuesday, so that's a good start.
Paul, congratulations.
Okay, thank you, Harry.
Great.
Stick this on your ear, pal.
All right. Warren Brewster, brewmaster, who came in after virtually not pitching for a couple of years. Warren Brewster is here. Came off the disabled list this year. Made a great contribution, and Brew a perfect inning today. And how does this one feel?
Oh, this is super. This is icing on the cake, Harry. I'm so happy right now. I can't stand up. This is just beautiful.
Brew, this club has gone through a lot after that Pittsburgh series. I mean, everybody's daubers down. It's almost like Ensbell in National League East not to be.
Well, yeah, but it's something that it happened, fortunately happened early in August. It's something that we could fight back from, and you just got to keep driving. I think this club unlike the other three, we drive a little bit more than we had in the past. I think we wanted a little bit more this year.
And, of course, the playoffs, regardless of who it is, will be very important. And for the Phillies, it's important because the big hurdle now is now in the playoffs.
Right, and I think we're going to be a lot better off because our pitching staff's a lot stronger than it was in 76 through 78. I think we'll do fine. I'm real confident.
Great going, Brew. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Harry.
Warren Brewster, and we're in the locker room of the Eastern Division champion Philadelphia Phillies. We'll be back. Dick Ruthven is here. Rufus winning the big game last night. How does this one feel, Rufus?
This feels great. Shoot. I mean, just all the adversity and everything for 6 months, and then to come in and do it. And I'll tell you what, we can't say enough for Tug and Marty in the month of September as far as the pitching staff. I mean, that made it for us. Tug, best pitcher I've said it. I've been saying it for 2 weeks. Best pitcher I've ever seen right now.
What an excruciating game to watch for you. Not, of course, being involved in last night's win, winning the ball game. But where were you in the dugout watching this? And highs and lows and ups and downs.
We seem to score when I'm in the clubhouse, so I came in the clubhouse a couple times. But
Timmy,
bless you, Cubehead.
All right, Rufus, nice going. Nice going.
Thank you, Timmy. Thank you. Thank you. God damn, everybody. God. Tug, I can't believe Tug's awesome.
He is. He can save a game for you any day, right?
Hey, we got to keep it in the neighborhood, you know.
You keep that.
Rufus, nice going. Tim McCarver has joined us. We'll be back with more clubhouse celebration right after this. All right, we are back at the clubhouse at Olympic Stadium in Montreal. Thanks, Larry. Bake McBride. Bake, how does this rank?
Here, Harry, I got you, Harry. Bake, how does it rate? I'm Harry's echo.
Feels good right now. You know, I probably won't be able to, you know, really enjoy it until tomorrow, you know, once I think about it. I think the first one that I was in was probably the most exciting one for me because, you know, I'd come from the Cardinals and I'd never been in one. But this one, you know, this is like something that happens every year for us.
I mean, Bake, I had the opinion this last week that the team was very relaxed and very confident.
Well, I think so. I think most of the guys on the team were. You know, we've been through it before, and, you know, we knew what to do. I think today was a game where, you know, they had every chance to win it, but, you know, we just kept coming back, and we finally won it.
Do you realize how many big hits you got all year? From the 2-hole, driving in 85 or 90 runs? Do you realize that?
Well, you know, I think most people will say that's probably my job, but, you know, my job is to get on base.
You know, what I liked was his base running. You know, after rounding second, getting caught between second and third, the ability to get back to second without being tagged out.
Well, you know, when I looked at third, I saw Pete standing there, and I said, well, you know, I guess I can't go to third. So best thing for me to do is try to make it back to second. But, you know, I was fortunate enough to get back without Parrish tagging me. Oh, that feels good.
Doesn't that feel good? That's Keith Moore, like giving you a nice beer shower. All right. Bake, your first hit, ground ball to Warren Cromartie. He elected to try to race you the bag. He must have got down there in a hurry.
Well, you know, once in a while I will turn on my speed. You know, I don't run as fast as I used to, but, you know, in games like this, I think everything counts, and, you know, you just have to do the best that you can.
As you approach the playoffs, what are your thoughts as to the team? Does it matter to you?
Well, right now it doesn't matter, but hopefully, you know, I'd like to see Houston win because I think every time we play the Dodgers, it seems like one play messes us up and we lose the whole series. So, you know, I think we've had good success against Houston. So, you know, I'd like to see somebody else besides the Dodgers in there.
This is one big hurdle for the Phils, but the other big one is coming up next in the playoffs. Phillies 3 times have been to the playoffs, not getting to the series. So I know that, and this team appears ready to go to the playoffs.
Well, yes, I think, you know, like I said before, you know, we've been through it before, and we know what to expect. So, you know, we just have to start right now gearing ourselves up for the playoffs because, you know, we've let the people in Philadelphia down so many times that I think that this is the year that we might go all the way.
I really think so, Bake. I really hope so. Thanks a lot. Very best.
All right. Thank you, Harry.
Bake McBride. Pete Rose has just joined us. Pete's been talking to 1,000,001 writers, and Pete, you've been through it before, but what a ball game. What a win. What a division championship.
Well, I think it was it's more like a three-ring circus today, Harry, than it was a ball game. But you know, they battled us tough, and Booney got a key hit for us, and then, of course Schmidt hit his 48th home run, and you know, he's been hot this week, and our pitching was excellent again. And we can stand here all day and talk about Tugger because, as far as I'm concerned, he's the best reliever in the league right now. What do you think?
Petey, I don't think there's any question about it. Let me tell you, you're a walking encyclopedia of every game that's ever been played and every game you've ever been involved in. I want to see you replay this one time in 10 years.
I know who made the errors. I know that. But, you know, we were trying to be too aggressive on the bases today. I think some of us forgot that the turf was wet. You know, just like when Schmidt hit the base hit the left field and Lee held me up. Bake thought I was going. I don't know what Schmidt and Greg were doing on Greg's base hit the center field, but they looked like they had a baton trying to look like in a relay race or something. That's a hell of a race, isn't it? Luzinski giving a baton to Schmidt.
Hey, Harry, I don't think everybody realizes that this was a big game to win today because now you preserve Carlton for Tuesday.
There's no question about that. No question about that. Of course, the Dodgers did win today, so Houston still has to win one ball game. Any thoughts about who you'd like to play, or who did, or don't you care?
Well, I hope the Dodgers win tomorrow again, Harry, and I hope they play 15 innings Monday. I hope they get good and worn out. You know, I think we match up better against Houston simply because of Steve can pitch 2 games against them, and you know, Pool's a good left-hand hitter, Morgan's a good left-hand hitter, Cruz is their best hitter. He's a left-hand hitter, and you know, we usually play pretty well down the Astrodome. We won 9 out of 12 against the Astros. So, you know, the Dodgers are very streaky, and if you get Garvey or Baker swinging the bats good, they're tough to beat.
Pete, do you think having good success against them during the season has anything to do with it?
Yeah, they'll work on them. I really think it'll work on them. And, you know, I want to win tomorrow's game. It don't mean anything, but I like to go into the playoffs with a streak. You know,
you're not going to play tomorrow.
Well, I haven't missed a game yet. I don't know why the hell I should miss tomorrow.
With me
I get paid per game. I got to play tomorrow.
Hey, with me playing tomorrow, we got a hell of a chance of winning.
Well, how come I can't work if you're going to work? You think I'm going to let this fogey play first base?
Pete, honestly, did you feel like in the middle of August this club could do it?
Well, you know, we had not really, because you know, we had some question marks for our pitching staff, and then Ruffin started throwing just tremendous. You know Carlton's a good pitcher. He's the best in the league, and then Walt came along, and then Bystrom came along, and Tug got off the disabled list, and it's just been awesome. And you know, and our whole bullpen is really did a job. And you know, just check our earned run average, Harry. I think it's 3.42 now. It's the lowest it's been all year now, and that's probably the biggest reason why we are where we are today. Plus our road record over the last 28 games.
Pete, great going. 3 hits today, a walk. Super job all year. Go get him. Go get him in the playoffs. Pete Rose. All right, Greg Gross. GG, how's it feel? How does this
feel super. Here you go, Harry. We're leg up on him.
Yeah, right. We are. Greg, an outstanding job.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, it's as good as I've ever felt. This is what you play for. You know, I don't even know what to say. I'm just happy, just really happy.
You don't know what to say.
I'll tell you what, the club has gone through a lot. You struggled a little bit with the bat early, and a lot of guys have struggled, but key hits by everybody in the ball club, and everybody contributed today. A lot of players played in that ball game.
Well, I think so. You know, I struggled early, but Lonnie came off the bench and picked us up when we really needed it. You know, through the middle part of the season, and that's what it's all about. You know, I was happy for Lonnie, and I just feel good about winning. The veteran, you know, Booney and Bull came through with big hits today, and it's just a super feeling. You know, I'm just glad that we're going Tuesday. We got, you know, season's going a little longer.
Okay, Greg, thanks very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go get him in the playoffs.
All right, you got it.
Don McCormick, this guy is batting 1,000 in the major leagues. 1,000. You imagine that?
Harry, and more importantly, do you realize what kind of pressure this young man had today? Did you feel it at all, Mac?
Not till tomorrow morning. Not till I wake up. Hey, I just went in there and caught. That's all I did. Tug knew what he was doing. I was just catching him.
You just flashed down fingers, and did he shake you off at all?
Oh, yeah, he did a few times. You know, I just, hey, whatever you want to throw.
You looked like you felt comfortable.
Oh, I did. You know, I feel at home back there. It's nothing strange.
What were your thoughts when Bob Boone was taken out for the pinch runner in like the 9th inning? I guess, did they tell you, hey, Mac, it's you?
No, I didn't know until they were starting to look for Bobby Denier down on the bench, and I said, oh my God, this means me. So I had maybe 30 seconds to get loose, and there I was.
How about playing 2 innings in the division clincher, the division championship? That's got to be some kind of thrill.
That's some kind of thrill. That's why I just won't realize it until maybe tomorrow. It's just too much for me to comprehend right now.
Don, nice going. Congratulations. Very best to you. Don McCormick, young receiver. Big guy. How you doing, big guy? What a big blow. And you were on Rogers all afternoon. After a tough night last night, you had great cuts today. It looked to me like.
Well, the only thing I remember is when I lined out, Schmidt walked by me. He says, if you ever pick me up, after he struck out, he says, pick me up this time. And I looked for a fastball, hit a line drive. The shortstop was a double play, and we had opportunities to score. But you know, when Rogers base loaded, he went 3 and on. I mean, I looked down. The first time in my life, I really kind of blanked out. I looked down for the sign, and you know, I thought maybe I'd be taking a strike, and Dallas said, just go ahead and swing. And I was getting ready to walk down to the coach, and I just didn't want to overswing because, like you said, I felt I was on Rogers. I would hit the ball up the middle for a big hit, and all I can say is that Dallas Green's Doghouse boys came through.
It was a big hit, and then, you know, Pete said something about you and Schmidt trying to run a relay race to end that.
Well, what happened is Schmidt didn't see Parrish drop the ball, and I thought he was going to go back to second. And he stopped and he waved me, and when he waved me, I was too far committed, and he was out, and it was just one of those things. But, you know, you talk about storybook finishes, the MVP of the league right there, you know, popping a 2-0 pitch out of the ballpark, and we're going to do it now, Harry.
I really think so.
Harry, I don't know whether you realize this or not, but today, during the rain delay before the ball game, Pete, Schmidt, Larry, and Bull and I had a hitting session. And Bull, along with his 200 ideas about hitting that's been inserted in his brain for the last week, came up with 470 more.
Well, there's no question. There's no question about that, you know. I see everything but baseballs coming to the plate. But I did make a little bit of adjustment today with my hands and as far as where I was holding my bat, because I was cocking my bat in towards my helmet.
Well, I think more than character, Bull, I was telling Bake, I felt a confidence in this club that I never felt before in 76 through 78. For instance, this. Yeah. This is indicative. Yeah. No, I have. I felt a confidence. Do you feel the same type of confidence?
Well, there's no question about that. You know, Dallas Green made a move the other day where he replaced Booney and myself with Lonnie Smith and Keith Moreland. They went out and did a tremendous job. And, you know, like Lonnie said today, he said, we won this thing with a lot of rookies on this ball club. And whether it be a rookie or veteran out there, everybody knows what winning's about now. And there's no doubt that this team has a lot of confidence.
But I mean, key in on it now. We went through into the playoff series, the championship playoff series before, with apprehensiveness. Okay, I don't feel that that's going to be the problem now.
No, I don't think so. You know, we won this thing with you know, some guys having bad years, and you know, we get a few guys hot for this series. There's no telling what we're going to do. Our pitching staff's set. Steve Carlton will get the extra day's rest, and you want to pitch a left-hander against a team like Houston if they're in the playoffs, and
or the Dodgers,
or the Dodgers. And the way Steve's been pitching, it doesn't really matter. But I really believe that Herm Surratt has done a fine job with this pitching staff, and why everybody talked about the offense not hitting, the pitching staff continue to go out there and win the one-run ball games. And a guy like Tug McGraw come on the second half and did a tremendous job.
Great going, Bull. Thanks a lot. Go get him in the play.
All right, just tell Gene I'll be all right tonight.
Gene, he'll be all right tonight. He'll be doing the mummer's strut. Ruley Carpenter, Phillies owner and president. Ruley, how does this one feel? This is your 4th.
Yeah, it feels great, Harry. I told somebody earlier that this might be, other than the 1 in 76, this might be the most satisfying in many ways because of the adversity we went through during the season, all the little nitpicking things that were blown way out of proportion, and we came back. We got beaten in Pittsburgh the 5 games, which it seems we're making an occurrence of that every year, and we're written off, and these guys came back and did one hell of a job. And I want to thank the farm system. A lot of these youngsters really did a hell of a job for us this year, and it's a tribute to your farm system and the people that run it for you.
I don't think there is any question about that. Really, at what point did you think the Phillies would or could win this Eastern Division?
About
25 minutes ago. No. No, Harry, I felt we had a real good shot when we got close enough last weekend. We won that first game when Bake hit the home run, and then if you want to forget the next 2 days, I knew we had an excellent shot, and when we won 4 in a row, and you got to give Montreal credit, they beat the Cardinals 3 times in here, which I didn't think would happen either. And then we came in and prevailed. But it was really last weekend when Bake hit the home run in the 9th inning to win it last Friday. I thought we had a better than a 75% chance of winning it.
Really just being presented with a breast of chicken, courtesy of Larry Christensen. Really, I know what a student of this game you are, and how close you are. You're probably closer to your players than most owners, aren't you?
Well, I try to be. Sometimes I can work to your disadvantage, but I think in today's climate, with some of the battles that have transpired between the Players Association and ownership, I think it's good to keep a rapport with your players, and maybe more important than it was 20 years ago.
Really? Savor this one, but we got the playoffs coming up on Tuesday.
This is just, you're right, this is step one.
Thanks a lot, Rudy. Congratulations. Rudy Carpenter and Timmy, Whitey, Larry Christensen. LC, great job this afternoon.
Thanks, Harry. Thank you.
How'd you feel out there?
Terrible.
Why? Too cold? Or
No,
you were uncharacteristically wild for you?
Well, first of all, I just was having really a lot of troubles hanging on to the baseball and gripping the baseball. The balls were ice cold. They must have been right out of the freezer. And they were rubbed up with mud, and the mud covering fell off of them. They were slick as ice. I was having trouble throwing the ball over the plate, and I don't usually have that trouble at all.
You don't.
And then I had a little bit of soreness, but I'll tell you, I had to battle as much as I could because I was just having a lot of problems out there. And we finally ended up, winning this game is great.
There's no question about that. It has to be satisfying for you after the elbow surgery earlier, then the groin muscle pull later, to be back and making a major contribution to the ball club.
Yeah, it is. I've had a lot of troubles with injuries, and I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of talking about it.